Hello everyone. I'm doing this blog basically to give you a little bit of info about myself. I know in a couple of the videos that I've posted, I let you know that I was dealing with this kind of stuff my entire life. So when I was born with a narrow valve, and they noticed a murmur when I was born, and I had a hole in my heart, which closed up as I got older. I didn't have to have surgery on that. The valve was narrowed, and when I was 2, I had to have surgery to go in and straighten the valve so blood could flow through properly. That surgery was called coarctation of the aorta. I have a scar on my side. I have a chest tube scar on my side, and I have a scar that goes like from here all the way around to the back because it was staples that they used when I was 2. When I was 10, I guess they explained it as a membrane underneath the valve, but the surgery itself was called a substenosis of the aorta. So I had open heart surgery again when I was 10. And when I was 17, I had my aortic valve replaced with a human donor valve. Originally, they were going to do something called the Ross procedure, and I'm not exactly sure what that entailed. Something about taking part of my aorta, part of my pulmonary valve, replacing the aortic valve with the pulmonary valve, and then I don't know what they did with the pulmonary valve. I'm not 100% sure because I didn't have to have that done. I ended up having my aortic valve and part of my aorta was too narrowed, so they couldn't do that surgery. So they ended up giving me an aortic root replacement, which means that my aortic valve and part of my aorta was replaced with a human donor valve. I had a cadaver valve. Basically, somebody died and donated their heart, and I was lucky enough to be able to get some of that because I was 17 and they didn't want to do a mechanical valve because with mechanical valves you have to take Coumadin, and Coumadin causes birth defects in children, and I was only 17 at the time, so they didn't want to risk that because what if I wanted to get married and have babies, which I didn't, but you know, who knows, life happens and things change. So they gave me a human donor valve. So now, fast forward to years later, and my aortic valve has started to deteriorate again. I've been going to the cardiologist for like the past 8 years. I mean, I've been going to cardiologists my whole life, at least once a year. But in the past like 8 years, they've noticed it starting to deteriorate slowly, you know. So I'm at the point now where I'm definitely going to need to have one done. I just don't know when. I'm not exactly sure if I could push it. He wants to push it for as far as he can. I'm just not sure if I will have to wait another year, 2 years. I don't know. I've been getting very short of breath a lot lately, more palpitations than normal. Just, you could tell that the heart isn't functioning as well as it was in the past. It was so cool because when I had my aortic valve replaced, when I would listen to my heart with the stethoscope, it sounded like a normal heart. Now it's starting to sound like it used to in the past. It's like swoosh, boom, swoosh, boom, instead of ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. So yeah, so I do have scars. They are a part of me. So like I said, I have been doing this my whole life. So when I do these videos, it's because of experience, because I have been going through it my whole entire life. But again, like I didn't study it, so I am only remembering what I remember. You know, things that were told to me when I was 10 and 17, which were years ago, and my memory is not that good. And I'm on a beta blocker and a blood pressure medicine, and a lot of those, the side effects can be memory loss. I take 50 milligrams of a beta blocker in the afternoon, 50 milligrams at night. I take 5 milligrams of a blood pressure medicine at night, and I take 20 milligrams of a cholesterol medicine at night. So, you know, they all have their fair share of side effects. But basically, for the most part, you know, I've been dealing with heart issues my entire life. And when I was 17, they diagnosed me with Shone's complex, or Shone's syndrome. I guess it can be referred to as both, maybe, I don't know. But it all makes sense because that basically just means all problems with your aorta and aortic valve. So that basically about sums it up. But for the most part, I don't feel like I missed out on anything as a child or any kind of being in and out of children's hospitals and doctors' offices. I don't really feel like I am missing out, or that I didn't get to live my childhood, or that I had an unfulfilled life, because it was a pretty okay life. You know, for the most, the only thing that I couldn't do was ride roller coasters, and I had no desire to do that. So I think as a child, you learn to adapt, and you learn to deal with what you have in a way that's comfortable for you, I guess. Just like if you only had one arm, you would adapt. You know, you would become left-handed, or, you know, your body you just learn ways and things, and it's just, I've been dealing with it my entire life, so I kind of know what it's like. You know, what's weird for some people might be normal for me. But I'm making this blog for two reasons. One, to help inform people about all the different tests that they're going to have and what it's like to go through these procedures and the experience that comes with it. And also for my own personal gain, because I have a horrible memory. Like, my memory, I only remember some things, and other things I just don't even know. Like, I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, I don't remember at 17 what happened after my surgery. Like, how did I wash my hair? Did it feel uncomfortable, like when I had to sit down and get up to go to the bathroom? Like, I don't remember little details. So, like, I remember the big stuff, but some of the little details I have no clue about, and I didn't write about them. So keeping a video blog will help me in the long run, so I can go back and be like, that's what it was like, or okay, so that's the experience that I had. So especially when it comes time to have another surgery, I'll be doing, I'll be having hopefully people videotape me, and I'll be doing more blogs and stuff, so that for my own personal gain, for my own memory, as well as helping somebody out there who might actually be watching these videos and who might need some guidance, or to know what the experience is like. So I hope these videos don't bore you. Just if you want to comment, feel free to comment. But that's a little bit about me, and hopefully in the upcoming videos you'll find some things that are interesting, or it might help somebody. If not, hey, it's all good. I tried. So thanks for tuning in, or checking out my channel, or whatever you call it. I'm not hip to the lingo these days. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.